Hello beautiful souls, this is the reading for 2024. It's for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. As usual, take what resonates from the reading and know that you are a powerful creator. You are in charge of your energy, of the outcome, and so have an open mind to the messages and to the energies that are supporting you in the next year. Alright Aquarius, what we have for you is against nature. This talks about an energy that there is something in your life that you want to go in a different direction possibly, okay? So it talks about usually letting life flow as it is. It talks about surrendering and going with the flow and not trying to push against the current and going upstream. Whenever you try to go upstream, you know, it will always try to push you back, but it feels like there is something that you're not seeing because of this dark space here. Could be, don't take it if it doesn't resonate. It might not be for all of you, but I feel like you should let go of control and surrender more in a certain area, certain situation in your life here, definitely, and go with the flow. Some things are just meant to happen in the way that they're happening, and you shouldn't control what you cannot control. So if you feel a lot of resistance in a certain part of your life, try to surrender a little more and accept things as they are and accept change, okay? With the rotation card, there is something around, I feel like it's work related for some of you. In any case, even if it's a different situation in your life, a different area in your life, something is monotonous, something is repeating its cycle over and over again. But you know, through repetition we can learn something still, because there are a lot of spiritual practices, and also in yoga there is something that we do that is doing the same thing over and over again, but trying to do it with a different mindset every time and trying to experience it in a new way. And I think the universe wants you to do that in a certain area, and it could be work related here for some of you, that you just try to, even if you do the same repetitive task over and over, do it in a different mindset, do it differently this time around. Try to see certain aspects of it, the good and the bad, without getting too attached to anything, you know, just observing and yeah, just generally again going with the flow is what I'm getting, okay? Try not to push against something that that isn't worth changing or that can't be changed is what I'm getting, because you're just losing energy if you do that, is what I'm feeling here. You will know how this resonates, and we're going to dive into career and finances and love and relationships later on as well, so we will see how this resonates for most of you, but you will feel how this is adjustable to your life, and if it is, and of course if it's not, then just let it go. All right, Aquarius 2024, what's coming for you? What energies are supporting you here? What is in your field? Okay, do we have Anima Mundi? It's this whole connection to the world as a whole, to more than just the world, to everything that is. So you could also be going traveling, visit far distant places, you know what I mean, because it's the soul of the world. I just feel some of you are really connected to a deeper level, a deeper understanding of God consciousness, of source consciousness. Maybe you practice meditation or go out into nature, whatever you do. I feel like there is this huge connection, and we all have, in every sign I have seen, that next year is going to be a huge shift in consciousness, an uprising of awareness, of spiritual evolvement, and I've seen that in each and every reading. And the same here with you. I feel this connection, or for some of you this is also the call for you to get more connected with something else than the outside world, with your innermost self, with your inner God, so to speak. And we have the eternal child, so this is also important when it comes to nourishing your inner child, healing your inner child, being playful, doing things in a more playful manner. I don't think that you have a problem with that, Aquarius, generally speaking, on a collective level, but maybe there is something that you should approach from a different angle here, with more playfulness, with more childlike innocent, with a more innocent nature, like having no preconceived notion about somebody or something, trying things with this youthful or even childlike innocent spirit, you know, just exploring and having fun with it. Yeah. What I'm sensing is a lot of frustration for some of you at the moment, or at the beginning of next year, but I feel like you will overcome that, especially if you feel connected to this world soul here and to what's going on within yourself. We also have the mending card for you, so there is something to heal here. It could be a relationship with another person, but it could also be your inner child, right? So see what needs to be healed here. It can also be physical, of course, so take a closer look what needs healing. It very well, it can be emotional on a level here, so with a partner, with a sibling is what I'm getting, a family member or a friend, or a past love situation, even with your parents or your kids, it doesn't really matter. But there's something that needs to be maybe talked about or just looked at. And you know, healing means sitting with your emotions, accepting them, crying them out, writing about them, talking about them, you know, something that feels really like a relief. Okay, release your emotions in the best way possible here and mend what needs mending here, definitely in the next year. There are many questions that you have concerning a certain area of your life or a few areas. Like I said, I'm getting a general frustrational energy here for you, like things are not working according to plan, things are not as you want them to be exactly, and you're asking yourself why, but all the answers you will find only within yourself, in stillness, okay? So you can try to change the outside world all you want. I feel like the most important answers and the most important change will come from your internal self. So try to ask yourself why a certain situation is there in your life, or a person, or why things are going the way that they are going. Ask yourself, not the universe, because the universe is in you already. Alright, what else do we have for Aquarius, please, for 2024? I can't believe it's 2024 already. Time flies, guys, time flies. So, what do we have for you? We have a lot of cards coming out, okay. The zebra being the most important of all of them because it came out first. It's you having visions, you're dreaming big, you're trying to manifest something. I just feel like you are trying to manifest and you're trying very hard, maybe too hard for some of you. And you should try it with a different mindset, with a more childlike spirit, more playfulness, like I said. There's definitely something that you want to bring into manifestation here. Wow, the eagle is a very powerful card of freedom, of strength, of wisdom. It's connected to the element of air, while the zebra is connected to fire. So it's about thinking, it's about rapid movements, it's about also traveling is what I'm getting again. So there's a lot of strength supporting you in the next year to manifest all your wishes, all your dreams, bring them into reality, bring them down into the physical here. With the crocodile is water energy. I just feel like there's something lurking. And we have the dragon too. And the oyster. So the oyster is surrounded by the dragon and the crocodile. I mean, that's not a very comfortable feeling is what I'm getting here, because with the crocodile on one side and the dragon here, and both are looking at you, and it feels like you are hiding within this oyster, you are kind of closing up. Maybe you feel like people surrounding you, that you can't trust them, or that there is somebody watching you or something like that. Definitely, I feel like you have all the strength in the world here to get out of your shell. You do not need to hide from anybody. You do not need to be afraid, guys. It feels like you're afraid to get out in the open. As far as I can remember, the dragon energy, I think it's related to your solar plexus chakra. I'm not about 100% sure about that, but I think so. It's about self-worth. It's about being seen. And standing up for yourself also is what I'm getting. I do not want to go into detail with these three cards, but they're just as a side note. So try to get out of your shell and do not be afraid is kind of a side note here for you guys, because the main messages were here. It's about you being a visionary, bringing it down into the physical and being really strong and protected with this eagle spirit here, with this eagle energy. All right, let's see what's going on in your career and work situation, Aquarius, in the next year. How are things going for you in career and finances? Yeah, frustration. Four of Cups energy. Maybe you are very bored with what you're doing. You are sick of the same old routine with your everyday work. It feels like you have planned something else, but you're trying to make it work really hard. But I can tell you one thing, the less you try, the more it will happen. You just need to let it go need to let it flow organically, and it will come into being. With the Mother of Wands in the reverse, you could be very protective around yourself or about yourself. It could feel like there are people at work who are mean towards you or who do not have your best interest at heart. It's what I'm getting for some, of course not for all of you. But I just feel like you have the feeling you need to protect yourself from something or somebody. It also feels like you don't show your true self. You feel like you have to hide who you are around certain people is what I'm getting. And also when it comes to work and career, I just feel like there is so much potential here for you guys if you acknowledge your actual skills and abilities and stand up for yourself and go out and show the world who you are and what you can do also. Alright, with the Six of Cups in the reverse and the Eternal Child, there's definitely some inner healing that needs to happen. I mean, that happens for all of us. It always comes out in my readings because I focus a lot on inner child healing myself and shadow work, and I've done a lot of that myself. But it seems like something from the past is uprooted. It feels like you need to get grounded again. Something is coming up from childhood, but it comes up because it wants to be seen. It wants to be mended, okay? So try to see where your inner child needs nurturing and healing and love and empathy from yourself. If you haven't, for instance, gotten the empathy from your caregivers, from your parents as a child, now is the time for you to mother yourself, mother your inner child and be there for you and stand up for yourself. If others can't do it for yourself, guys. That's the most important message anyways, because you have to be there for yourself. You need to be your best friend in every situation, whether you have other friends or not. You need to stand up for yourself and nurture yourself. We have the Daughter of Wands, which is good because this is something new coming. I feel like if you put in the work, if you do the healing, if you see why you are so frustrated, if you see why things are not working out for you, if you really feel what's blocking you, and that has a lot to do with your feelings, your emotions, your inner child, I feel like there is new passion returning, there is something opening up for you, like a new project, a new kind of work, new ideas. With the Page of Wands, you know, there is something that's being ignited, some more passion, more fire that will drive you forward. And we have the Two of Wands, so there will be a crossroads for you. Maybe not at the start of the next year, but further down the road in the next, I don't know, the first few months or even in the later part of the year, there will be a decision that you need to make concerning a career that you want to pursue. And it's all about the fire in your work and career situation. It's about your energy, it's about your skills, your talents, it's about your drive, your motivation here, because we just have wands out here, okay? So try to work with that, try to sit with yourself and see what you can do about it. Where have you given a lot of energy? Where are you lacking energy? And where can you regain that fire? Or what can you do what really is your passion? Okay? And if you don't have the answers to that, look inside. Your inner child will tell you what to do, definitely. All right, let's do that. Let's move on to love and relationships. And I am not only talking about love relationships. This can be applied to any relationship in your life. Family members, co-workers, friends, neighbors, it doesn't really matter. People who are in interaction with you and the other way around. Seven of Cups in the reverse. I just feel like you are making a decision. Whatever that means in a relationship or friendship situation. It also feels like you get a reality check about a person is what I'm getting. So if you are dealing with somebody who's been flaky, who you have felt there is something off or something going on, you will know what this is. It's just as if you get clarity about something, okay, or somebody here concerning a relationship in your life or a person in your life. We have the Magician in the reverse. Okay. What I'm strongly getting is that there is something that has not worked out between you and another person, but I feel like you're healing from that because we have the Seven of Pentacles. You are mending something, and I strongly think that you are mending yourself because we had the mending card here. So this is something that you should definitely nourish, and it comes out right under the Six of Cups reversed, and we also have the Six of Cups reversed again, so it's double confirmation. There is something that needs healing when it comes to your emotions, okay? And it definitely has to do with childhood, with your inner child, with something that happened when you were younger. You need to nourish yourself a little more, especially after a heartache, after a disappointment where things didn't work out with another person. And you will regain stability, and you will regain friendship and even marriage. You know, the Four of Wands is the marriage card, but it doesn't mean that you will get married, but it means that you will be closer to yourself and to others if you do the work, if you put in the work, if you heal your inner child, listen to your heart and look at it, and look at all the pain inside of yourself and sit with it and mother yourself. That's the main energy here that I'm getting for you. You know, I'm not one who promises new love or something like that. I don't like to do that. I like to look at the shadow aspects, and there's definitely something you need to do here. But I see you moving on from something that didn't work out, and I definitely see you coming out stronger here. And yeah, the Four of Wands can promise something new, a new beginning. But definitely it gives you a lot of stability, a lot of joy, a lot of celebration of yourself, and maybe even with another person or another friend group or whatever this is. But you definitely have to put the work in here, guys. So I want to close this off with one last card from the universe as an advice, or 2 cards. Yeah. The Knight of Swords is about you talking, communicating honestly, and most of all, moving on from what has happened, not by pushing it down and forgetting about it, but by looking at it and letting it go, by going with the flow. Remember what we had at the beginning, you need to go with the flow, guys. And the universe wants you to follow your passion, dream big, and ignite that fire within yourself, because a lot of you are stuck, is what I'm getting. A lot of you feel frustrated with where you're at, no matter what the situation is, if it's love or career or whatever. It's time for you to find that fire, and you can only find it within yourself. So go sit with yourself and ask yourself what it is that lights you up, what you truly want, and how can you be more happy. This is what I'm getting for you, and that will be the major part of, or the major themes for 2024 as kind of an incentive for you to look at your stuff and move forward here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all the best, Aquarius. Bye bye, take care.